We've got severe weather across our area tonight. This is new video just into our newsroom. Dan from Kerrville shared this video with us of pea-sized hail from about an hour ago. Dan is waiting out the storm at home. This is not weather you want to be driving in. And if you hear thunder or see lightning, go inside. Stay away from anything metal and never hide under trees. These powerful storms are just miles from Bexar County. There's a threat of large hail and damaging winds over the next hour. We're getting a look at hail in Comfort. That's about 20 minutes northwest of Boerne. One of these pictures was tweeted to meteorologist Ryan Shoptaw just minutes ago. Meantime, radar showing us what's on the way. Severe storms are on our doorstep and will be moving through the city, as we mentioned, throughout the hour. And Bill, the system is traveling fast. Tell us what's happening right now.
Well, most of the storms are moving about 35 to 40 miles an hour. And yeah, that's a good indication that flooding will not be a huge concern. But because the rainfall rates are pretty impressive, we're definitely going to expect some local ponding. And if you had some flooding issues last week, you're probably going to have them again as this rain moves through. But the entire line should move quick enough that we won't have widespread flooding issues. Severe thunderstorm warning until 6:30 is now across northern Bexar County. You can see the heart of this cell now just dropping south of Boerne. So this is going to come in around Fair Oaks. You can see Helotes right here, far west San Antonio, Leon Valley. You're all just miles away as this storm line drops in, and there is some sizable hail in this. Our hail tracker's got a core indicating tennis ball size is going to be possible. So here's Medina Lake. Just to give you an idea where this is, 46 meets Bandera Road. When you're going north on Highway 16 on your way to Bandera, where you intersect 46, that's right where this is, about to just now nose in to Bexar County. So I want to track this out, moving it southeast, but it's kind of jogging to the east a little bit too. So we're going to do it this way. And that hail core, this is when it should arrive. San Geronimo 6:04, Scenic Oaks 6:13, into the Dominion at 6:19, Chavano Park and Timberwood Park, you got until about 6:30. Church, you've got until about 7 to cover your vehicles. This should be golf ball to, again, tennis ball size hail that's possible as this storm line moves through. And it's one of two. I mean, this storm line is starting to back build a little bit as this hail comes into northwest Bexar County. We've got also some sizable hail about the same, golf ball size right over Pearsall. This is going to be moving into Atascosa County. So hail that's intensifying as far as size goes as it gets closer to the city. Let's bring in meteorologist Ryan Shoptaw for team coverage on this. And Ryan, you're going to talk a little bit more about what we're looking at on that hail size and how big these hailstones might get.
Yeah, you know, the threat is, very isolated right now. There's a hail core, as you just saw with Bill on radar. That's in Bandera County, slowly drifting into northern San Antonio, northern Bexar County. But when hail forms, it's very interesting. As moisture moves into the thunderstorm, it starts to build and form a ice core as it reaches the freezing level. If it reaches heights upwards of 40 to 50 to 60,000 feet in the troposphere, it starts to gain rings. As a matter of fact, if you're safe later on tonight, you can grab a hail core and actually split it in half. And if you see multiple rings, that'll show you how many trips it took inside the thunderstorm. And it sometimes can, again, reach heights of 40 to 50 and 60,000 feet as the raindrop reaches the freezing level, goes back down because of its density, and then rises back up. It's a cycle these hail cores go through inside the thunderstorm. Now, the hail threat, it's not widespread. However, in San Antonio, between Kerrville, northern San Antonio, and Gonzales and Austin, up by 35, the threat is there for at least the threat and possibility and opportunity at some small to at least quarter-size hail or larger. We saw in that hail core on radar upwards of tennis ball size hail in eastern Bandera County. We're going to watch that core very closely as it drifts into San Antonio, northern portions of San Antonio, likely in the next hour. So we'll talk more about that coming up in just a bit. But first, Paul Morales is driving out in the northern viewing area. Paul, what are you seeing? There's a hail core out to the west, but what are you seeing right now?
All right, Ryan. What we're seeing right now is some heavy rainfall. We're very close to Boerne. It is very dark here, and the rain is coming down pretty heavily on 281. I was looking, Ryan, I was looking at the radar and some of these area temperatures, and what looked like happening to me, I'm right here looking at it. It looks like either the outflow or the cool front itself is kind of undercutting these thunderstorms because the vertical of the bill levels just are coming down, and these thunderstorms are putting down some heavy rain. but not as strong as they were earlier, except for that one cell that you've been talking about that's there in the northwest part of the county. That one, I'm not sure exactly how large the hail is, but the Ville level looks very impressive. It's able to take advantage of those temperatures in the 80s. Right here where I'm at right now in Boerne, it's 64, so no wonder these thunderstorms are not putting down big hail here. Also, I noticed in Austin, it's 59 at Bergstrom, I believe, so it's definitely cooling down, and as long as that happens, these thunderstorms here in the northern part of the county, they're going to be below severe limits, or at least not putting down large hail. Still, like you said earlier, watching that huge cell there, northwestern part of the county, also eastern Bandera County, that's the one you've got to watch because that's really tapping into all the warmth. So anyway, here in North Bexar County, Boerne, it's raining heavy, no hail, winds are a little gusty, but I think right now you just got to watch out for the ponding on the roadways on this cell. I think next hour or so, we'll try to go and intercept that one cell on the northwest side.
All right, yeah, thanks, Paul. We're going to definitely check in with you later in this half hour as you're navigating through this storm. Tell Jeff Johnson, be careful behind the wheel. You guys stay safe. Now, again, they're right about here. They were on 281, just north of 1604. I saw that Boerne exit. So you can see this, they're just east of this dangerous cell. This is going to be the largest hail just coming in towards Helotes. Again, Bandera Road, right at 1604 in Bandera is where this is going to be moving across and into the I-10 corridor over the next few minutes. Severe thunderstorm warning until 6:30 ECs. Severe thunderstorm watch for the entire region until 9 p.m.
All right, thank you, Bill. We'll see you in a few minutes.